Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Sports TV, man. We in the house. I'm gonna give people a chance to come in here. Smash the like button when you come on in. Smash the like button when you come on in, man. We'll have a fun little show. Couple little boxing, man. You know how we do. Have a little fun. But what I'm gonna talk about today is something pretty cool. So we all know Devin Haney is in a great position, right? I mean, we got enough pickle puller to tell you that, right? But my conversation is this. Now that Devin Haney is where he's at, my question is one thing. Will Devin Haney be able to become the cash cow in boxing? Will he get his chance to kind of run it up, so to speak? You look at him, and one thing that's so funny about Devin, he's not a talker. So for me, that's something that, I don't necessarily care for, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't like that he's not a talker. So he's not a talker. And then you got so many things going on. The power dynamic in boxing is changing. You got Zuffa boxing coming. You got Terence Crawford retiring. You got Canelo Álvarez kind of being on his last leg. It's a bunch of things going on right now in boxing that I think would lend itself to Devin being a big factor in boxing. But we all know what's going on. We know that there's different promoters trying to block him or stop him from having certain fights. Like we seen with Eddie Hearn, Lewis Crocker had made it clear, hey, I would love to fight Devin Haney. Why? Because of good payday. And he thinks he can beat him. And he said, hey, I would love to fight Devin Haney. That should be a good fight. I think we should make that fight next. Well, I don't think they're going to make that fight because knowing Eddie Hearn, if they do make that fight, he's going to want more than just one fight out of Devin Haney. He's going to make me want 3 fights or 4 fights, whatever the case may be. But I'll say this. I think it'll be good no matter how it turns out. But because Devin will take the fights. If he does sign back with Eddie Hearn, watch how the tune changes about it. Watch, he's gonna be considered the greatest thing in the world. They're gonna say he's Sugar Ray Leonard. They're gonna say all this. So that's another thing with it. But when it comes to Devin, you got Abdul Wahid. We don't know what's going on with him, where he's been, what he's even doing. I think Devin should really pounce on this opportunity, man, and go ahead and try to do whatever he can to make these big fights and become undisputed again at 147. Who cares what the weirdos that say, oh, yeah, I know you a cook, Rolly Romero, so it don't matter. I think you should fight Rolly Romero. I think that's stupid. My man, feeling. Can you hear me? What's going on, man? Just talking about what's next with Devin. Because I don't know if you thought about this, but if you think about it, Tank is gone right now. Canelo's on his last leg, and Bud retired. So do you think there's a chance that we could see Devin become the real cash cow in boxing, or you think that's out of the question? Talk to my brother Champ Ross.
I mean, it's a chance. It's just a matter of, is he likable to the fans? That's the real question. Like everybody wants certain fighters to be the star or be a superstar, things like that. I mean, it's not as easy as because somebody is gone, that means the next person is going to step up. It comes down to, are they a draw? Are they likable by the fans? And until you have those attributes, those guys can't be the next star. They have to be likable by the fans. That's what makes them the star. The fans gotta want to see them. So the fans don't really come out to see them like that. I mean, they might like them as fighters, but if they don't pay to come see them, then they can't be a star.
So let me ask you this, Free. Now, I don't know if you heard about this, but Turkey just announced that he did a partnership with CBS, which is, we all remember CBS was something sweet back in the day when it came to boxing. Um, what happens if we see Devin Haney be that flagship fighter from Zuffa to be on CBS? You think that'll grow his profile?
It could because that's the reason why some of these guys are not stars like that is because they don't get enough exposure. The reason why Tank Davis was such a star because he was getting the exposure, being under Floyd and being a knockout artist. Fans wanted to see him, and that's the reason why he became a star. That's the reason why he still has the fan base that he has, even though he might not fight the fighters that people want to see him fight. The fans, the casual fans, don't care about that. They just care about seeing a person get in the ring and knock somebody out or put on a good performance. That's all they care about. They don't follow the sport as much as diehard boxing fans. So they're not into it like, oh, this person's supposed to fight this person or this person's supposed to fight that person. They only care about these guys fighting. Once they fight. And I mean, it's the same thing like the Mike Tyson effect. Most people didn't know a lot of those fighters that Mike Tyson fought is they wanted to see Mike Tyson knock somebody out. So that's the reason why Mike Tyson became the star that he was. It wasn't because he was fighting the biggest name fighters. It was because he was knocking people out.
Yeah, the reason I say that, Free, is because Bob Costas and I believe, I don't want to say this prematurely, but Bob Costas and Jim Lampley were talking about coming back to kind of do the coverage. And I thought, with that being said, I thought that would be huge for boxing to have, a guy like Devin, the American Dream, Haney on free TV, CBS, and Bob Costas with the yellow jacket on with Jim Lampley. I just thought that just sounds like they're really trying to rebuild my favorite sport all the way back up to the top. The cool thing is they also planning to do a card with Abdullah Mason. I don't know when that card is going to be released or talked about, but I do know they're going to do a card where they want to do the same thing, where they want to bring him on CBS. So it looks like Turkey is trying to focus now. He got his deal with the Zone, but looks like he's trying to focus now to get some fighters on free TV. And I think if you put Devin Haney on free TV or you put Abdullah Mason on free TV, I think that's just going to really tear it up. I think that's going to really be great for the sport. What about you, my brother?
No, that'd be good. I mean, not only Abdullah Mason and Devin Haney, but you could put some of these other young fighters on there. You could put Emiliano Vargas. You could put Tiger Johnson. You could put Jaleel Hatchett. Some of these younger guys that don't get the exposure because the promotional company is not behind them like that, or the promotional company is in limbo. You put some of those younger guys, that's the next generation for the sport. That's what's going to help build the sport.
Yeah, those are the two names that I know are confirmed to be a part of what they're doing. So you absolutely could be right. There could be other guys, but I think if you're talking about seeing boxing on free TV, and they buying TV spots like they did with like Al did with PBC, I think that's great. I wasn't into boxing as much at that time because I was doing other stuff, but I will say I remember when PBC first dropped, where they had them all in the suits and they was taking pictures and they kind of was moving as a unit. I remember those days, and they really set Fox on fire, man. You have people really tuning in to Fox again to watch big time boxing. I think the Charlo brothers, Errol Spence kind of made their name on that. And I'm telling you, you put Devin Haney on there with that golden smile, Abdullah Mason on there. I would say definitely I would love to see Jaleel Hackett on there. Then you see, the guy that's in our background, Emiliano Vargas, the future of boxing. If we had him, even Keith Colon on CBS, that would just raise their whole profile. So my brother insane. Yeah. And I think that's one of the most exciting things I heard about boxing in a long time, my brother. What about you?
Yeah, that's good if they can if they doing that, and it's gonna help the sport. I mean, I know that one of the name fighters that's pretty well known
Mhm.
Uh, El Rayo, he just signed to Zipo Boxing.
Yeah, he
So
did. That's a good thing. I was bringing it up, but my nose is my man free.
yeah, so El Rayo is over there, and
Yeah,
I mean he's relatively known. He's not a huge name, but people know who he is. And
yeah,
when you got El Rayo over there, and you start bringing some of these other guys who has somewhat of a name. It might not be a big name, but they have
hmm
somewhat of a name, and they got a decent sized fan base. It's gonna help the sport because now you got eyes on another platform. Okay, oh they on CBS or they on this channel, or they on that channel. Oh, I didn't even know they were showing boxing on these channels. Now,
yeah,
now you get the
yeah,
casuals, you get the casuals to buy into it.
yeah. That and you know what's so exciting? You hear that excitement in me and your voice, man. That's because it'd be nice to watch some of these fights on regular TV, dog. We ain't gotta have no stupid app or try to figure out what we gonna do or if we can go buy it for the weekend and all that. That'd be cool, man. He said over here they're running from real competition. Um, I would say this: when it comes to some of these fighters, I believe the Abdullah Mason and Kid Austin fight is really about to happen soon. I haven't spoke to his dad, but I believe from what I'm hearing from different folks, man, that fight is going to be good. I mean, could you imagine seeing Kid Austin and Abdullah Mason on a card together, fighting on a Devin Haney card and on free TV? I think that'd be great, man. I would love to see that. What about you, man?
I won't mind saying none of these young fighters in the ring. I mean, it is the thing is are they are the promoters going to put these guys in the ring? So if you have these guys being able to somewhat make their own moves and make their own decisions, then you probably will get more fights that the fans want. Because I think a lot of times the promoters do hold off on some of the fights because, especially when like fighters are signed to the same promotional company, they trying to build these guys as stars, and they don't want to put two guys in the ring that they trying to build to go against each other and knock each other off. Because you like you got
Yeah.
Tiger Johnson, you got Polanco, and what's the other guy over there that's at 147? Um,
hmm
I can't think of it. Keyshawn's about to move to 47. They Top Rank is not trying to put all three of them in a ring together against each other. They want to build all three of them. They fairly young in the game, and they still have
Rush.
a lot of boxing left. So they want to try to build those fighters as stars. That way, they can draw in more money for the promotional company because at the end of the day, it's all about the business of boxing when it comes to these promoters. And they say, okay, we can build all three of these guys as stars. When we do put them in the ring together, it'll be 10 times more money than us putting them in the ring together right now. So
Yeah.
if you got these fighters being able to make their own decisions, then a lot of times you would probably get um, the daggone fights that you want because these fighters are willing to make their own decisions.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is saying there's a report that Turkey is working on doing a deal with CBS to bring fights to regular TV. He said he got his pay-per-view promoter, pay-per-view platform with the zone, and now he kind of figure out to put some fights on CBS. I read that in the Wall Street Journal, and I think that'd be great for boxing. I mean, Prize, I know you're more of a casual now in boxing,
Man,
but
get out of here.
what you think about Devin, the American Dream, Abdullah Mason, and Young Free just said it best. Free was talking about what I actually heard about El Rayo just signed a Zuffa boxing. What you think about them guys being on free TV, dog? That's the best news I heard all day when I
Yeah,
was
I
reading
mean,
that.
yeah, for sure. If that happens, I mean, I'm with it. And I just heard you talking about, just free TV like it used to be. I mean, Al
Yeah,
Haymon, he experimented with it. I thought it did all right when Al had that Fox deal. You know what I mean?
yeah, that was
I thought
great.
it Yeah, I thought it was lit, but
Yeah,
and Fox didn't care about numbers and all that. They were just in it for more so the,
they
I
were
guess the
trying to build. They were
spectacle.
trying to build a sport. They were trying to build like a sports network. With they had Skip
Yeah,
Bayless, Ben,
yeah.
Colin Cowherd.
But they got people that
Uh,
didn't know nothing about boxing, But like the commentary was all that production was fire. Think about it.
yeah, they got Bob Costas signed on it. Bob Costas and Jim Lampley already signed on, according to what they sent in the Wall Street Journal, to
And
the
they want
Zoo
to do
for Boxing.
CBS.
They want to do CBS fights. They want to do like a Wednesday or Friday night fights type of thing.
Yeah, I don't
That'll
know if
change
people
the
gonna
game.
watch it, man. I mean, we'll watch it. I think we'll appreciate it, but is how long? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to
You
have
get
some rumbles
CBS
on
on your
there.
phone,
Yeah, that's true. That's
so
true.
it's just like
It's
anything else.
It's
You get
more
it on your
accessible
phone.
now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. My man said, I remember when WCW went down because of the ratings.
Yeah, they went all the way down insane. And they, you know why? Because they messed it up. They had a good thing going, but then, we can talk about that another time.
Yeah, Vince McMahon is a genius. I'll leave it at that.
Well, then
But I will
Bischoff
say,
just started not Bischoff, but the other boy went crazy. I mean, he just went insane.
but I'll
But
say
good.
this. The exciting thing about it too, Free, I was reading about another thing was AJ's out of the hospital. He just dropped a post where he was saying, yes, I'm my brother's keeper. Basically alluding to the fact that he's going to be taking care of it was his personal trainer and a good friend of his who passed away. What you think about AJ? First thing he does at the hospital is show some love to the fans by taking a beautiful picture with the fans. What you think about that? You hear me, Free? Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Hold on, I'm in the elevator. Hold on one second. Go ahead.
No, okay,
Well, I
I was
thought it
just
was
saying.
dope.
Go ahead.
I thought it was dope.
My bad. I was in the
You
elevator.
ready, Free? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was in the elevator. You said what I think about AJ saying what?
No, I was saying AJ is out the hospital, and he did a cool clip. I
He's out
guess
the
he's back
hospital?
home in London. Yeah, he's back in London now, and he did like a post, and he said that he's his brother's keeper. Basically, he had a picture with the guy who was his friend and his personal trainer. Basically, saying he's gonna take care of their families. And I was just saying, what you think about AJ? That's the first thing he did was show love to the people that was lost. What do you think about that?
Free fell
Yeah,
down the steps.
yeah. But what you think, Prize? Go ahead.
He fell off the elevator. Nah, I think it was dope though. I seen him at a funeral or something. I seen him at a funeral. I believe I don't want to say a funeral. I'll just say services.
No, they had like because
Some kind
I
of
don't know.
memorial.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, memorial. That's what it was. Because I don't want to
Yeah.
say nothing foul.
Yeah, I don't want to because some people are funny
they,
with that. So I'll say that's why
yeah,
I said services or memorial. I thought that was dope. And then I think he is gonna look out for the guy's family or his friend's family. And that Nigerian guy, I don't know if he's Nigerian. What was he? The guy, he ended up getting in trouble actually.
the
The
driver,
driver,
the driver
yeah.
didn't have a license. Yeah,
And he was flying too. And my dad, when he was in Jordan, he would say the scariest thing is not the gunshots and not people. It was the way they
traffic.
drove out there. No. Way they drove. He said there's no street lights like what we got. He said it's all,
Hmm.
and they be driving like 150 miles an hour. It's just open. You know what I'm saying? And that,
Yeah,
so I get it. So he was somewhere else. So I get when they be driving like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When I was in
Go
Jamaica,
ahead.
I told that man to slow that daggone hut car thing down. I said, man, slow this thing down, bro.
The roads are nice in Jamaica, man. Shout out to the Chinese, man. The Chinaman made the roads nice in Jamaica. I mean, that expressway is nice,
Yeah,
smooth,
cool.
man. But go
Cool.
ahead, Free. What you got,
Freezing.
man?
Nah, I think that's a good move. I mean, most guys in that situation, especially when they're well off, they
Hmm.
would do the same thing because they were so close. They definitely would look out for the family and take care of the arrangements and things like that because that was somebody that he was close with. And like I said, AJ is well off. It's not going to hurt his pocket by doing that, and it shows his gratitude to a friend that he lost. So I'm not shocked by AJ doing that. That's usually what happens with close friends in that type of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say this real quick, man. Congratulations to one of my favorite Puerto Ricans, man. My man Juan. aka Bodega One, just had another beautiful baby boy, man. Congratulations to him. So make sure when you ordering you a pastrami and cheese, you ordering you a turkey cheese, whatever you order, a bagel with bacon on it, man. Make sure you leave a little tip for Juan, man. Shout out to my brother
That's
Juan,
crazy.
man.
Shout
The
out
young
one.
Puerto Rican, man. But let me ask you this, since we got the Puerto Rican Prince D3 in the house. Now, D3, this is kind of a little bit different than what you usually talk about. So let me ask you this. Now, there's been his name was Barry something. I can't remember the guy's name. A promoter came out and said that Moses Tome is a hype job. And this was his reasons why he said that. He said that he didn't start Frankie Sanchez. He turned down the Caballero work, and they're trying to hide him from Lawrence Okoli. And he basically tried to put the way they're moving him. He doesn't believe that he's the goods. Now, is that fair to say about a 21-year-old man? What would you say about that, Free?
That's his opinion, but he's only a hype job if he doesn't live up to the hype that you think he should live up to. If he doesn't live up to the hype that you set for him, the standards that you set for him, then you can say he's a hype job. But if you already see him as a certain level of fighter, then he ain't no hype job to you. He might be a hype job to everybody else. He ain't no hype job to you. You already know what he is, or you already have in your head what he is, and he's no better than that. So, you when you have a new fighter on the scene and they are looking good in their fights, of course they're going to promote those fighters. They're going to say certain stuff about them because they want to get them out there. They think they have the next star on their head. This is what they do with everybody. I mean, they do it with all of the new fighters that they believe is the next one up. And so it's not unexpected. But what we've seen from Moses so far, he's been living up to everything that people have been saying.
I would agree with that. I think no matter what, people got to remember Moses is only 21. I mean, he's not even 22 years old yet. I mean, they be on his ass like he's been pro.
Yeah, I don't understand. They do that to everybody. Like everybody got an opinion, but like it remains to be seen. If he go in there and get smoked out by somebody that he shouldn't have, then we can consider the man a hype job. But for right now, I'm not going to call him that.
So let me ask you this, Prize. You more of the secular cat that kind of talk about everything on the channel. So what you think about Yahya Mayweather going on a rant saying that let me read your exact words so I don't want to misquote her. Give me 1 second. So Yahya Mayweather put I'm about to read this tweet that Yahya Mayweather put out. She said, all these proposals, and here I haven't been in a relationship or talked to anyone since the only relationship I've been in, and that was 5 years ago. So basically what she was saying was that she'd been in a relationship with the same guy for such a long time, and she was wondering, is time passing her by? And I want to ask you this. When you have a young lady who has, rich parents, you being rich, what is it that makes her think that that she's not doing the right thing by dating a guy who's rich but doesn't have time for her? What would you say to that?
I mean, I don't know how old that young girl is now, but she need to just focus on her son, and he's well taken care of with her and her father, and she just don't worry about time passing me by. These young people are so emotional these days. She got all the money, but they don't be happy. That's why having all the money don't mean nothing all the time, because you can still be just as miserable with all that money, all them diamonds, and you out here talking about time going by. Well, focus on KJ. What's his name? KJ. And he carrying that Mayweather blood, and he punching on bags and stuff already. So I would just go down that. I would go down that route. Stay close to my dad. I'm pretty sure Floyd had told her about NBA young boy and all them young boys and all that. So, she not stupid, and she older now too.
Yeah, I think the thing I would say is I just don't understand why when you got a young lady like that, who I would say is a pretty girl at that, how she don't understand that you can't be with somebody just because they're popular. That means nothing. If a brother ain't got the time for you, he ain't got the time for you. So I mean, I guess that was the confusing
How
thing.
many
Is
kids the boy got though? He got mad kids.
I think it's either 12 or 13, something like that.
And how old is he? He ain't even 30.
I gotta look him up. He's not 30
YB
yet.
not 30?
No, I don't believe he's 30 yet. I don't believe he's 30 yet. But what would you say to that, Free? Did you get a chance to hear what I said on that one or no?
NBA.
I mean, I would say to an individual like that is you had to see the signs.
26.
You had to see the signs before you got in a relationship with him. If this is a dude that you met and you know he's always on the road, he's always in the club, he's always doing tours or concerts and things like that, you got to know that that's what comes with the territory. You can't complain about it now that you're with him and expect him to change. That's what his job is. That's what he does to make the money that he has. So if that's what he does to make the money that he has, you can't complain about it because that's what draw you to him. The money and the fame drew you to him. So you gotta be willing to deal with it. If you're not willing to deal with it, then you need to find somebody that's more around your standards. And that's why I said we were talking about this the other day, and I said the social media took away dating. People go straight into a relationship instead of dating to find out what the person is like before they become. Before they become an item. They just automatically start becoming an item instead of dating and finding out what the person is like. And it's because of social media, because you talk to somebody online multiple times and things like that, that okay, now you feel like you know him. No, you don't know him. You know what he said on social media. You don't know what he's about. You haven't spent time with him. You haven't got the chance to know who that individual is. So I mean, like I said, you gotta know what you want in life, and whatever you want in a relationship, you can't settle for something less than that. If that's what you want in a relationship, if you're gonna settle for something less than that, then you can't complain about it.
I gotta give you credit, Free. That was a pretty insightful thought, man. That brother talking some real stuff on that. But I ask you this: when you say that, Free, do you take into account that it is true that usually people at that age, especially women, want to be with somebody popular? Does that go into the thinking as well, or no? What would you say?
No, I mean that's usually how it is with younger people. They want to be with the popular people. They wanna have the prom queen, so to speak, or the prom king, so to speak. They want to be with the popular person. So if this man is got all of the fame and got a lot of money and a lot of women want him, you want him for yourself because you want what everybody else want to have. So you want to say, no, this is mine. I know y'all want him, but this is mine. And that's usually how a lot of people think. Not just the females, but the men as well. They see a nice female, they see everybody trying to holler at her. There's going to be somebody that got to try to get her before somebody else get her because they want to be able to say that's mine. Everybody want them, but that's mine. So it just goes with the territory with a lot of these young people. That's what they do. They don't care about what's on the inside. They go by what they see first, and then they go search for the inside. But by then they already in a relationship, so that what they find that the person is really like, they find out, oh, this is not what I expected to be. And sometimes they be in an abusive relationship. Sometimes they be in a relationship where the person is always running out on them and cheating or whatever have you. So this is what happens when you don't get a chance to know the person before you start becoming an item.
Dang, I ain't gonna lie. I like. How come we don't get Beanie Free like this all the time? I gotta ask better questions. I see. Shout out to Beanie Free, man. That's a pretty insightful thought. I can't even hate, man. I can't even hate, man. Everything he said. Now, I'll never say this about Free, man. The Puerto Rican, that's why we call them Puerto Rican friends. Everything he said was right on point. But let me ask you guys this. Salute to my man, West Indian Mark. So let me ask you this. Now, this is going back to boxing. Do you think the allure of women is just something that most boxers should know, or you think every generation has to be constantly reminded of what can happen to you? What would you say to that, Freak? And then Prize, and then we'll go to my man Mark.
You said, is it ask that question again?
I was saying, like, you know, the allure of women. That being said, is that something that we have to constantly remind the next generation about to be careful of that, or that's just us, you know, being older guys saying they should already know? What would you say about the young guys who running into these women for the first time and getting caught up?
Oh no, I mean you always gotta let them know, because everybody is weak to the flesh. You're weak to the flesh, so you're gonna do what you feel you should do. You see a pretty girl, you gonna want to holler at her, or you see a girl with a nice body, you gonna want to holler at her. But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta remember, that is what you see on the outside. She could be living in the projects with a roach infested apartment, but what you see outside at the club, or outside at the park or whatever, that's only what you see outside. You don't know what she's like when she goes back home. You don't know where she's coming from. You don't know how many other dudes she's dealing with behind closed doors. So that's why I say, when it comes to meeting females and males, not just going at the females, but meeting females and males, you gotta get to learn these people first. Know who these people are. There's nothing wrong with going on a couple of dates before y'all become an item. Find out what they like to do. Find out where they came from. What's in their future plans. Find out what's their favorite color. Half the time you ask that person, they just met them or whatever. You ask, hey, what is his middle name? I don't know. How you not know his middle name? Y'all a couple. How you not know his name? So they don't get a chance to learn these people. So you gotta understand, if you don't know his full name, his parents, and where he was born at, where he come from, how you expect to know what type of person he is?
They don't be carefree as long as they get some Gucci shades out the deal. If they can get some Gucci shades
And that's why I
or
said
some
you can't,
or
Let
some,
me let me
some
say
free
let me
back
say this
end
real.
money, they be in good shape.
then that's why I said you
Yeah.
can't complain about what comes behind that if you didn't take the time to care about what the person is. You can't care about how they treat you now, because you didn't know. You didn't take the time to find out. Oh, this person had a lot of females that said he was abusive, or he cheated on majority of the females he dated. You didn't
hmm
get a chance to find out none of that. You just got in a relationship with him.
Well, let me speak to what Angie just said. She said, "How was she in a relationship with him when she's married? When he's married and just had a baby with his wife, because he's
Facts.
still having sex with her. That's why."
I'm about to say the exact reason why he don't have no time for her, because he got a whole family at home.
Well, it sounded like the
Mm-hmm.
reports was. I don't know this to be true, but I'm just going off the reports. We got to add some of this to the show because that's Floyd's daughter, but she's apparently pregnant now by him. So that's why, and
Is
that's her
he?
man. If that's the case, yeah, that's what the that's what the thing is.
No
Oh, sister,
way.
my brother, that's what the reports are.
I
I,
mean,
I
she
would have to
already had
double
one
check.
kid by him, Prize. Why would that be
Yeah, but he's
surprising?
married. Why she going to have her? I would be mad at my daughter if she did that again with
We
him.
talking about NBA YoungBoy, or who you talking about?
NBA young
Yeah.
boy, yeah, Yaya Mayweather.
Wait, Yaya is married?
No,
No, why
NBA
be
young boy
married?
is married.
Oh, bro, are you kidding me, man? That's nothing but a piece of paper. Are you kidding me, Prize? I
He just
remember
had a
this
baby
man.
with his wife, Mark.
I remember this man had two broads beat up one of his baby mothers. He
Yo,
always
he
Well,
keep putting
you
spin
gotta
on him.
remember, Yaya, and I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to my brother Marcus, he brought that up. But Yaya actually got in trouble for allegedly poking somebody with a pencil
yeah.
about NBA
Because he
young boy. I'm
flattened his
saying pencil
tires.
for YouTube reasons. So, and she caused some major harm. So
Yeah, she did.
I don't know. He said, and she expects something from him. She might be dumb. How? Well, that's wrong to say, Angie, because
I mean, yeah, BBO,
that's
that
his
that
woman.
that whole
She
situation.
is his woman. I mean,
she got arrested
I
behind
don't
that
do
whole
that.
situation.
BBO don't do that. BBO don't do that. But some guys have multiple, wives. Maybe they got like a thing. I don't know. She might feel like she's his wife, and for a fact, and you're a grown woman, when you're having sex with somebody, they feel they got ties to you. I don't care what nobody say. That's kind of how that goes. But go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll let my man
that's
Marcus and
crazy.
Prize get in there. Go
Well,
ahead, y'all.
I'll
Yeah,
just
she
say
dumb
I
for
agree
sure.
with
If she's
I agree with D Free completely because the first 6 months to a year of when you first meeting somebody and you talking to them, that's their representative. You don't really get to know somebody that you dating or that you're in a relationship with till you really like start to like come around them or start to live around them, and then you see some of the habits you might not like, or you might learn some things like Free said that you didn't know before about them when it comes to their character. And that's what happens with a lot of
Yeah.
these dudes. They end up breeding up or excuse me, they end up getting these girls pregnant really early,
Right.
and then 9 months later they act like, oh, who is this? No, that's who she been the entire time, and you probably brought some even worse things out of her. Just being honest, because some of these dudes, particularly these boxers, they're not the best people either, or the best men.
be
So
the
I
athlete,
mean,
overall,
not just
I agree. I
boxers.
agree with what Free said, and with Clarissa
the
Shields.
Free
I
made a
mean,
good point, but
with
see, Free is not bringing up lust. That's the thing. I thought Free didn't bring up.
no,
That's
but Free is
very
saying to
powerful.
temper lust. Free is saying to well, I don't know if that's what Free is saying, but I'm
Is that
saying
what
to
you're
temper
saying? Free
lust.
to temper the lust?
She said, getting no time and complain on the internet. He
And with
obviously
No,
doesn't consider it like,
that's what
yeah. You're
I
right,
was
Angie.
saying. That's what I was saying when I said people we are weak to the flesh.
Damn, who
When I
got
say
the hell is
when we
that? Somebody mute
something
their mic.
dropping.
no, that's me. That's me. I'm pumping up my tires.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
he
Christ.
outside. Yeah, he outside.
Yeah,
I
I
knew
was,
what
I
that
was pumping
was
up my
right away.
tires.
I'll be dealing with that. Yeah.
No, but that's what I
Yeah.
was saying when I said people are weak to the flesh. That's part of the lust. You see a pretty face, a nice body, and some money. You gonna go after that because that's what anybody with a normal mind they like to see things like that. That's what it's called lust. Now, when you start to find out about the person, that's when the
Hmm.
lust goes away, and you start to say, okay, now I got to make a sensible decision. Is this the person that's right for me, or am I just getting with them because they got a pretty face and a nice body?
I'll say this, man. Shout out to Angie. She being tough right now. She talking tough. She said, let's be realistic. She's dumb. She get no time and complain on the internet. He obviously doesn't consider her a wife.
I agree.
Uh,
No, I agree. Clarissa Shields is
I
really
do
dumb.
too. I
Like if that was
100%.
my
no, we're not talking
sister.
No,
about
she's
Clarissa
not talking
Shields.
about
we
he's
talking
not
Oh, you
about
talking
talking
we
about
about
still talking.
Clarissa.
Yaya? You talking
Yeah, we
about
still talking
Yaya?
about Yaya. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I still feel that way about Clarissa. Like that's embarrassing. If that was
No,
my
but
sister
look,
or my mother,
that's the
but
that's
I'm
the
just
that's the
saying.
next hold on, brother Mark. We going
Oh,
to that
okay, okay.
next.
I'm getting
We
ahead.
got
My
that.
bad.
That's the next subject. But I'm gonna just say this to close this topic out. And you know what? I gotta say this. I hardly can say this, but the Puerto Rican prince is 100% right. I just think that he's not considering how powerful lust is. I mean, lust is a powerful thing, and if you don't have self control, we seen it with what's the name? The guy with the pretty name from Michigan, Shaman Moore. Um, we seen him throw away a $13 million a year contract for
That was
for some
crazy.
tail. For some tail. He said, Mark, having a whole other conversation. But we'll start it off with Clarissa Shields. When you see the kind of stuff that's going on with Clarissa Shields, sorry we gotta talk about this. Well, this was on my notes. Super my brother Piro. We talk about Clarissa Shields. Now you see her kind of being involved in just the most ghetto mess stuff. Does this surprise you? That this is the same woman who was challenging a 50-year-old woman to a fight? Does this mean that Clarissa Shields doesn't have the best character? What would you guys say to that? Anybody can start.
I don't know
Yeah,
about Clarissa. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what's her deal lately.
Y'all can hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear
Yeah.
Go
you,
ahead.
Mark. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say if that was my mother or my sister, I like, bro, I would just feel so embarrassed for you. Like you look like a fool out here. Like at least, like I and I don't, I try not to get into other people's relationships or what they got going on, because I got my own problems to deal with. But like else's husband, like that's not your man, and she can still constantly put her fingers in your relationship because she's the mother to his kid. The woman is just toxic as all hell. Like she, from some of the things I've seen, is psychotic. So I would like I don't understand why somebody would choose that for themselves. But hey, salute the Pap, man. Salute the Pap. I ain't got no problem with Pap. No, salute him.
She need to. She need to. She need to focus on boxing and like right now. Clarissa Shields is caught up in some love and hip hop ish. Um, she needs to just focus on her career and stop trying to prove everything wrong. You're not the same girl. Women change. Sometimes when they're younger, they might not look as good as they, some women turn out to be. You be like,
Self
damn,
esteem, prize.
I know. And I know. And she's still dealing with that. You're not that no more. I would tell her, sis, you're not that no more. You look good now. You got your teeth are fixed. You got a nice body. You're a nice looking black
You ain't
woman.
got that wig no more.
You don't got, and if you do, it's okay. You can go get a Beyonce one, a good one. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Please.
okay too. I don't. If you want to do that, I'm okay with that. Fine. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, just focus on you and stop worrying about everybody else, and stop trying to prove your relationship with this and that. Because now, she's so worried about Papu or no Remy. Remy running around with all kind of dudes right now. Now they saying she was with Mav Hoffa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like don't. I would just not worry about that. But Pap is a smart dude. He
See,
he he gonna he gonna go get to the money.
this is the thing though. When you deal with a person that was in a relationship and they have a child with that other person, you gotta know that they're gonna have some type of relationship because they have a child together. So that relationship they're gonna have is always gonna be there. They might not be together, they might not even like with each other, but they're gonna have to deal with each other at some point because they have a child together. If he wants to see his child, he's gonna have to deal with Remy Mart. If she wants to see the child, she's gonna have to deal with Pat Pooh. If the child graduates from high school, they both gonna be there. The child gets married or whatever, they both gonna be there. That child has grandkids, they're gonna want to be around the grandkids. So you gotta be willing to deal with the other person. Like me and my wife now, she has children by her first marriage. I had children by my first marriage. We already knew that coming into the game that hey, I know you had these kids by another person. How are you with those person? And the first thing I did was I let my ex-wife meet my current wife. Hey, y'all gotta talk because this is my wife now and this is the mother of my kids. Y'all gonna come and interact with each other at some point. So y'all gotta be able to talk. And the same thing happened with her ex-husband and myself. We talked and had a understanding and an agreement. Now we don't get along like that, but we cordial because we know that there's kids involved. So you got to be willing to deal with that. If you're not willing to deal with that, then you don't need to be with them.
I say this,
Facts.
man. I don't know what Clarissa Shields. I got her pictures up and stuff. I don't know. She seems like a good person, man. I don't know. I guess I just feel like with her, she kind of get caught up in the wrong stuff. But I'm gonna ask you guys this, kind of moving back off the world terms of boxing. Do you guys think this is overshadowing her career at this point?
Somewhat,
Because
No. No, she's
somewhat.
30 years old. This is the next thing that's gonna happen. In a minute, she gonna want some baby. Is Papoose gonna go down that lane, being his age? Cause
I'm gonna say this.
she's
I
gonna
think
I would
it
want some
say
could.
kids.
I would say it
I
somewhat
I think it
overshadows
could.
her career because she's getting more airplay about the Remy Ma and Papoose than she's getting about upcoming fights. They're talking
Mhm.
more about
That's
Remy
why I
Ma and
said free.
Papoose.
She in some love and hip hop like
So
twilight right
yeah,
now.
it does somewhat overshadows her boxing career. The only thing that it doesn't overshadow it so much is because her career was already established before she got with Papoose, but now it's starting to overshadow everything that she's got going on with boxing now because it's more about the episodes between her and Remy Martin and Papoose and all that. So it starts to overshadow. Like nobody's talking about her and Franchise Cruz. They talking about her and Remy Ma.
And they not
Got
gonna
a fight
fight.
that's about to come up.
Okay, and
Yeah.
if she stays with Papoose, this stuff is gonna carry on after her boxing career. And
Yeah.
Prize just brought up a very salient point. When those kids get involved with a person like Remy Ma, that's only gonna get. Yeah, I can see this type of drama overshadowing her boxing career.
Well, maybe she's transitioning into a love and hip hop reality Instagram, Twitter person or something. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
what
she would be good for
she's
that. You
30.
know,
She's
after that
30.
Layla Ali video, I mean, that really exposed to me how I don't want to say the crazy word, but it exposed to me how crazy Calista Shields really was. Like she was creating like beef out of thin air. I think she'd
Yeah.
be perfect for all that drama and stuff.
And love and hip hop. She can bust one of them girls in the mouth or something like that. I think she'll
Oh
be
my
perfect for
god!
that. You know, but
Imagine her versus Krishan. Imagine they put her and Krishan Rock on the same show.
man, she'll beat her up.
Somebody will finally put hands on that one tooth girl.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I
Well,
feel like this. If
but
Carissa transition to that, I mean, and she go on to that, what's the brother that owns Zeus? What's that young brother name? That nigga, go. He give up money. So I mean, she might not got
hold
a
on. Behind this picture, wow, this is a picture of Clarissa Shields.
this picture. That's nasty. What is that?
Picture of Clarissa Shields. What are you talking
Man, get
about?
out of here, man.
Is that a better one? I'm sorry.
Shit, I
What's up,
mean,
homie?
she look like she can kick
Man,
some
that's a
ass to
woman.
me.
Hey,
She
come
looked
on,
like a
man.
woman. She just, I mean, I don't think she an ugly woman. Man, women can put
I
themselves together. She at work right now. Look, she looks great right
yeah,
there.
she glowed up.
Yeah, if I
Girl.
bought her to my mom and she had that nice dress on, my mom would be happy.
Yeah, I mean, y'all making it seem like I'm trying to roast her or something. I just put a
Nah,
picture up
you
of her.
said something about this. I don't remember what you said, but you said something about this picture just now.
It's just
Shoot to
crazy
my
work.
brother Eric Brooks. What he say? Haney's got accomplishments for his
Accomplishment.
time. Let's see what's happened. Accomplishments for his time. Let's see what happens to many haters. Not enough of knowledge. Not enough of knowledge. Understand the
Hey,
talent
hey,
and
BVO.
growth. But T.O.
Oh damn, Mark. Can he finish the
But
damn comment?
but T.O. somehow is the best
Calm
thing in
down, nigga.
boxing to a lot. The reason T.O. is the best to a lot is he's like Floyd Mayweather.
Get out of here.
He fights the
Oh my God.
best, and it is what it is, man. He said, "Wow,
I
Champ
just
Ross
that
is
completely went over my
Champ
head.
Ross is a savage, bro.
yeah." I just put up a regular picture of him. Y'all going crazy.
That
I
ain't
don't
no
know what
regular
that's
picture.
about.
Find them good pictures of her.
She
Hey,
a good
I
one.
know.
Here's another one. My bad.
Man, that's
Y'all
somebody's
making it seem.
daughter.
Hey,
Hey, we got. I know. You know what? Nah, go ahead.
Mark was about.
What a mess! And so let me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
that's all I can say sometimes, man.
She a wild
What's
dude.
wrong? But let me ask y'all this, man. Speaking of Devin Haney, who we brought up earlier in the show, do you guys see him fight Lewis Crocker? Because from what I've seen with Lewis, man, Lewis is very straight up and down. I think Devin will probably not. Well, he probably won't knock him out, but he'll beat him easy. What you guys think about Lewis Crocker?
Eddie trying to hide him. I mean, everybody gonna complain everything Devin Haney do. Everybody gonna complain about it. No matter what he does, it ain't gonna matter to a lot of these weird fans. But to me, I mean, I think Eddie gonna try to hide him. They're gonna try to, you know. I mean, it's gonna be hard for Devin to try to undispute this weight class because you got a bunch of ducks, Rolly, running around here talking about I'll never fight him, and I don't know, but we'll have to see what happens when the 40-pounders move to 47. Then Devin can probably, get some smoke there. But undisputed in the division, I think they're gonna try to block them because they haters.
So let me ask you guys this: when we look at Keyshawn Davis saying he want to fight Devin at 147, is that just all cap? Because he fighting 140, he fighting at 140 against
I don't know.
Jermaine
Man,
Ortiz.
Keyshawn, when it comes to making promises in the future, I'm not trying to hear it. Absolutely, I want to see his next fight. He fighting Jermaine Ortiz, right? That's all I want to
Yeah.
hear out of his mouth. I'm not trying to hear none of that crap after that whole Abdullah Mason disaster. He's one of the guys who really needs to just shut up and fight. Like, I'm serious. He needs to just shut up and fight. Cause that whole thing was an embarrassment. So don't
Everybody can have a
extrapolate
bad
nothing.
night, Mark.
But I'm just saying, bro. After all that crap you talked, and it ended up in like just pie in your face. Don't extrapolate nothing out to the future. Focus on your fight. Matter of fact, what did Bud say? Focus on your fight before you not make it to your fight. That's what happened in his last fight, didn't it, Prize?
That is
Focus
a
on your
Yeah, for
fight.
sure. For sure.
Hey, the hardest thing I ever heard, man, was that focus on your fight for you not making it.
Yeah, that was
But
crazy.
shout
That was
out to the
bars.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
And
Aaron
that
Rodgers.
man didn't make it to his fight. That's crazy.
Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Houdini did it again, taking the trash birds to another Super Bowl. So I mean, hey man, to another
The
playoff.
Ravens missed the kick. Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to Aaron
sorry. Go
Rodgers.
ahead,
Yeah.
my bad.
Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. He did it again.
Wow.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did it again. So let me ask you this, Free. Now you are a football guy. So does this prove how great Aaron Rodgers really, really was by leading the Pittsburgh Steelers to the playoffs again?
Bruh,
This is
hold
crazy.
on, BBO. You see I called it in the chat? Well, they missed
This
the
is
kick. The Steelers didn't block it, but
this is
I
crazy.
called it technically in the chat. I knew something would happen.
Well, they don't
Yeah,
got
you
Justin
did. You
Tucker no
did say
more.
that, Mark. You said watch the Steelers block the kick.
What you think about this, D Free, being our football guy?
God, dog.
Tell us what happened, Free. You the football man. Tell us what happened, my brother.
Dog. Lamar
That man is
Jackson
shot.
made a heck of a play on fourth down to Isaiah Likely. Put him in field
Right.
goal range to win the game. Lamar it was 12 seconds left. They had one timeout left. Lamar moved the ball over so he could get a better shot at the field goal, and he kicked it wide right. Lamar should have went to the left because he went to the right, and this man kicked it wide right. He should.
I think it's just tough, Free, because the Steelers kicker, he just missed the extra point on their score before, and on top of the fact, you see how cold it is out there. I just think that's tough. That's tough.
Hey, but this is a big deal for the old man Aaron Rodgers, man, because that play he made,
Absolutely.
that was a heck of a throw, man. I thought he was back in Green Bay. It's kind of crazy to see this, but he's getting old, man. He's getting old. He can't throw the
He
ball
is
like he
old.
used to, man. So I mean, if he's gonna come back, I'll just say this: there's no use of going to the playoffs if you don't win at least one game.
And they was
So the
talking about
Pittsburgh,
Tomlin what's his future? He's this and that. Man, that man don't
man, they're
make the
not gonna
playoffs.
fire. They're not gonna fire John Harbaugh or
And if they
Mike
do
Tomlin.
fire Mike Tomlin, he's gonna be the highest paid coach in NFL history.
He gonna get a job tomorrow because the Browns
Quick.
are getting ready to fire Kevin Stefanski. I got a report.
He gonna get a job. He ain't gonna be the highest paid. He gonna get a job.
I think so.
My
He
thing
gonna get
is,
some
but they
cheese
need to
though,
get
Free.
it.
20+ seasons without a losing record. That's pretty impressive, Free. Because Chuck Noll, that coach before it, Chuck Noll had some bad seasons, man. I know they had Bill Cowher who came after Chuck Noll, but Chuck Noll had some bad seasons, man, out there in Pittsburgh. So I mean,
Terrible season.
you niggas gotta understand that this dude, Mike Tomlin, is different, man. He's not just your regular Christian Chips dude. He can
I
really,
ain't say that,
really
Carrier.
coach. He can really coach, man.
Damn,
what
I
you say,
can't believe he blew that kick like that. He smoked that joint. Wild right, boy.
Yeah, they missing Justin Tucker, man. He was getting rubbed down like my man Deshaun Watson. So he out the league, man. Poor thing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude ain't getting on a plane back to Baltimore. He gonna have to catch the Greyhound.
That's
That's
crazy.
not true, Free.
No, that nigga not getting on the team playing after that, bro. I couldn't imagine going to the locker room after something that stupid. You don't miss no kicks
But
like that.
what's the name of that tight end? What's the name of that tight
Send
end
my
that dropped
brother
the? I
Joe.
think he dropped a tud and he dropped a 2-point conversion last year against the
Yeah.
Bills. Y'all niggas didn't throw him off the bus. Now y'all
Yes,
want to
they
blame the
did.
kicker? Do y'all
That
job.
nigga,
Hold on.
Do y'all job.
No, he dropped a 2-point conversion.
yeah,
He made plays throughout the entire. Dropped the pass.
yeah.
It happened. You
Mhm.
only had one job. It was a chip shot field goal.
That's a 40.
Yo,
Get
did
paid
you
to
see
make
Derrick
a
Henry's
nigga field
face
goal.
when they missed? Derrick Henry's face was priceless.
Like he got stabbed and robbed at the same
No.
time. That was brutal.
You get paid. Actually, you get paid to do 2 jobs: kick a field goal and kick the ball off from the 35-yard line. That's the only 2 jobs you got.
Hey, he said
I
Luke,
mean, you want
Luke
one
got
from
to
two,
catch
right?
an
You
Uber
want
back
one
to
from two.
Baltimore.
I mean,
That's
That's
crazy.
that's a 4-hour, 5-hour. That's probably a 4-hour ride. So
No,
make sure
heck
you
no,
bought
that's
some
gonna be way
tip
longer than
money.
that.
you think you should just head to Vegas?
Hey, no matter how it go, I think somebody made a call. People don't believe me. Somebody made a call. You don't usually miss a field goal that close, man.
Happened to the
Not
best
no
of them.
NFL.
You think somebody would betray that? You think somebody would betray their city?
Of course.
For what
Like when
reason?
This is the
Vinatieri
same.
missed
This
No,
with
is
Peyton.
hold on.
Damn.
But hold on, you said betrayed their city. They was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Nah, but I'm talking
yeah.
about the city of Baltimore, the city that shows so much love to the Ravens. You think
He
this
said
brother
somebody.
decided he was just going to trade him because somebody
He
put in
said
a call?
no. He said somebody. He said somebody put a call in. He ain't say somebody from Baltimore put a call in. He said somebody put a call in.
I just said somebody put a call in, dog. That just don't.
My
That don't
whole
look
point
right.
is
That
I just
don't
think
look
it's
right. You don't play. Hold on. You don't make a play like Lamar. Lamar did what you want him to do. He looks tremendous, and he got a bad back. I mean, I don't know.
Lamar
I
hasn't
don't
played
know.
very well this year.
He been
I
hurt
mean, he was
most of the
hurt.
He
year.
put him.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He,
Bro, I
he put
think
them in. He put him in position to win the game. He put him in position to
Again,
win the game.
why did they get a ball to Henry? I would have get a ball to King Henry.
I mean, if he was going to miss, if they knew he was going to miss the extra point, instead of Lamar moving the ball over and kneeling down, they would have ran one more play.
Yeah, I mean that was a chip shot they missed, man.
That was ugly.
But shout out to what's left of Aaron Rodgers. Whatever's left of him, he threw a beautiful pass to the left pylon. That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, he threw a
But they
dot.
got it. I gotta tell you this: Jalen Ramsey, Hayward, them dudes stink, bro. That defense is garbage. They spent all that money on that defense. They garbage.
they got Jalen
I
Ramsey.
keep trying to tell y'all. Dog.
Jalen Ramsey
Mark, your mic is messed up, bro.
Darius Slayer's the other outside.
Jalen Ramsey
Y'all can hear me?
is a cornerback that they put at safety. That's not his natural position. He's a corner. They got him playing safety.
Right.
Yeah, Cam Hayward was a great player. He had a good he had an okay season last year. But he really he's old. And I mean
that man got
he's
about
not
as many gray hairs as Aaron Rodgers. Him and Aaron Rodgers look like they about the same age.
Yeah, old is old. I don't care how good you look at times. I mean, Aaron Rodgers can look like Aaron Rodgers for a second, but he go right back to a pumpkin. So we got to be careful, man.
So do y'all think the Steelers are headed for another first round exit, or you think they're going somewhere this year?
Who they play?
Well, they're gonna be at home. The Texans, I would guess.
They got to play against the Texans.
Yeah, they're going
with that defense. Ooh, that's tough with that defense coming in the house. That's a tough defense, man.
Texans got a nice defense.
Yeah, I mean, they just ain't got no offense.
Yeah.
Cam, Hall of Famer. He might be. He just won't be first ballot. He might be.
Who, Cam Hayward?
I think
Yeah, he might
he
be.
is.
Oh, yeah, Cam Hayward. Yeah,
He
he
won't be.
definitely a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, like
I think I think
He
he'll
won't
get
be
in
first.
there.
He won't be first
yeah,
ballot.
multiple
He won't be
time
first
all
Maybe
ballot.
a second or third.
Yeah.
Maybe second or third time. But it don't matter because if you make it to Canton, man, you're immortal, man. So it is what it is.
Hey,
He said that was playoff football.
he said nobody lost tonight. Yes, they did. That damn
Bruh, you
field goal
kidding me?
kicker lost. He might have lost his job missing that daggone chip shot.
Hey, free. Ain't no might about it.
Y'all
I'll say this though. Whatever the Browns do at number 6, I know we got the number 6 pick. Hey, they better make sure they get some offensive linemen.
Y'all training
That's a
Shador
fact.
to
Yeah.
the Cardinals, or who? What
I
y'all
want to
doing?
say one more thing. Shout out to 39-year-old Josh Johnson for getting his second starting win today. That man got 2 wins in his entire career as a starter.
Josh Johnson?
I don't even know who that is.
The Washington third-string backup quarterback that just beat the Eagles today.
Yeah.
That's only his second win in his entire career as a starter.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I would
him,
have
man.
played. I would have played my
Beautiful
guys.
thing,
today.
you know. He could get that, you know, the score of that game.
No, y'all been banged up on the line, man. Y'all been had with Lance Johnson all year. Y'all been banged up on the offensive line.
Y'all had a
Y'all
chance
needed
to
that
get
rest.
y'all had a chance to get the second seed.
Yeah, I would have went for it.
I think we should have went for it. I agree.
No, you shouldn't have. Not when the line is beat up like that.
But we got San Francisco though. I think we can beat
San Francisco, BVO.
I think we can beat San Francisco. They not all that scared.
Yeah, I don't know. San Francisco.
Y'all cannot.
Man, that team got to come to Philadelphia.
San Francisco.
Hey, Aircraft, you're a little off. He played for 19 teams. He played for 19 teams. He played with Washington and Baltimore multiple times.
Yeah, that's what.
That's crazy.
Wow, man.
But just think about it. He played for 19 different teams, and he's been in the league for 16 years. Never.
Wow.
He was never an actual starter quarterback. He's been in the league for 16 years, played on 19 different teams.
Shout out to him getting that bread.
Yeah.
What's going on, Curtis?
Uncle Curtis in the house. What's going on, man? But I'll tell y'all this, man. That was a great game.
Total battle.
Hey, somebody hit the super chat.
Now it's time to trade. Now it's time to trade Lamar. No, I'm joking.
Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker.
Oh,
any little thing helps.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Or you could
got
join
big
the
plans
channel.
for 2026.
We definitely do, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Y'all had a good season, man. I ain't gonna lie, the Browns won 5 games, so I would take losing like that too. Cause it's tough being a Browns fan. I can't even tell y'all, man. And we
I'm glad old boy got the record though. That was dope. And they got the win.
Who got the record?
Miles.
Oh yeah. He was definitely gonna get that.
I think he should be the MVP.
Of the league?
Hell no.
Yep.
No, they won't let him do it because he didn't affect winning that much. But you know what?
What?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. He should finish in the top 5. He definitely should finish in the top 5. We haven't had a defensive MVP since what, LT? MVP of the league. I don't think we've had an MVP non-quarterback since Adrian Peterson. So it's been a minute since we had. Because now what they do is they get him.
He on a 5-12 team.
Yeah, but he had 23 sacks, bro.
That's
Did y'all
unheard
see
of.
that? The Jets had no interceptions all year.
Yeah, that was terrible. Is that true?
Yeah.
I know my man said something like that. I was like, where? I kind of like shook it off or whatever, but that's crazy. And
Yeah,
they talk so much stuff about how good that defense was supposed to be. That defense ain't do nothing.
Yeah, it's hard to do that.
I wonder, has that
But
ever happened in the NFL?
oh yeah, they got a bunch of bad teams in the NFL, man.
That
my
didn't
brother
catch
Free.
one pick all year?
Salute to my brother Free. Put some color in the chat. Salute to my man Aircraft Carrier in the chat as well. Appreciate y'all, man. You gotta remember though, the Jets is an awful team, and then they gave Justin Fields that money. There was a reason why Pittsburgh had his ass on the bench. He can't play. I mean, I'm sorry, on that boy, but he can't play, man. I know they're gonna try to say I'm a sellout or whatever, but he can't play, bro.
Yeah,
He can't play.
it was
Oh man,
you could
I can't match
hey,
the
I'm gonna
damn
tell you.
super chats because I got a new phone and I ain't got this stuff set up, man.
No,
Damn.
I appreciate
you gotta know today. Well, actually, all this week, you could tell the NFL playoffs is next week because everybody was playing like this was the last game of the season because they was out there balling today.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? The NFL, I know they ain't gonna do it. It need to be less games. We got too many games, man.
Yeah, they trying to make
that's
more.
Why niggas is hurt. Yeah, that's why niggas is hurt.
We don't need 18 and 20 games in football. You trying to get somebody broke, man.
I mean, Malik Neighbors was gone early. I mean, they got to fix the grass. But let me ask y'all this.
Should be illegal. Some of that grass should be illegal to play on.
Let me ask y'all this, just on some effort, just on some real. What do you guys think about Superman Uncle Cash? What do you guys think about the NFL trying to have all dome stadiums? Is that a good thing for NFL? Everybody have a dome?
Nah, I don't want to watch no arena football.
I understand why some players would. Like, I understand why players would. Fans. As a fan, I enjoy like.
I'm going out. I'm going in and out.
Are you going in and out, Mark?
Warfare to the game, because you really got to fight the elements and you got to strategize around that. You might not be able to pass the ball, and you might have to run it. You might not be able to kick. So it makes for some epic games like the Eagles versus Rams last year. So I like I'm not in favor.
What about that year What about that year they played in the snow and Shady McCoy went crazy in that snow?
Yeah, the what they call it, the ice ball or the tundra ball.
Yeah, they got the Bills. That. The Bills got a new stadium coming. That's gonna be indoor.
That's
Chiefs
whack.
is gonna be leaving Arrowhead. That's gonna be
Chicago,
indoor.
If I'm playing,
it's a
Chicago,
money thing too.
I want a dome if I play in Chicago.
It's a money thing too with the domes because
there in Chicago is brutal.
It is. It's a money thing because they can change the climate to what they want. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna be watching arena football. I like the cold weather.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. I'm not excited about the Browns having a dome either, man. I mean,
that's corny.
That's the fun of going to the Browns. You know, I sit inside of the club seats and watch everybody else freeze their ass off. I like that.
That's like Philadelphia having. We'll never have a dome.
I don't know why that's so funny to hear the Browns are building a dome. I don't know how that make me laugh.
Well, so they won't be so miserable because they're gonna be losing so much. At least let the people be warm.
At least now they're gonna be losing and being warm. Yeah.
They need to go on and trade Shador. Let that man live.
You sound crazy, man.
I've been said it, man. Cardinals should have drafted Shador because I knew they were probably gonna move on from Kyler Murray after this year.
I wish my man Justin James in here.
That's crazy.
But that, I ain't gonna lie, was that the best game you seen on the Wild Free? That was a great game, though.
That was real good.
That was a really good game. I like that game. I'll tell you this though.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What up?
No, I was just gonna say, my game of the year is still Eagles versus Rams. I think it was week 4 where we went, or week 5 where we went down like 21-7, and Jalen Hurts brought us back, and then Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
Saying it, but this was definitely another one of them classic
Yeah, and this was like what they say. This was right on time too, man, because They needed this, man. They needed a big. The Steelers needed a big game, man. Because I'm telling y'all, man, like they was booing like crazy, man. They was
Yeah.
One thing
booing,
I
booing
one thing
like
I'll say
crazy.
is interesting. At the end of the year, like they plummet. So yeah, you're right. It's good they got some momentum. I'd like to see what they do with old man Aaron.
Yeah,
They definitely crashed and burned though.
man. My man Uncle Cass said no more football for me. Hey, that come with it, man. Y'all was in a great game. Y'all had a good team, man. It worked out, man. Cause let's think about this, y'all. And my man Miles Garrett had 23 sacks and we didn't
Mm.
even make the playoffs. Can y'all
Offense couldn't
imagine
move the
that?
ball, man.
He wanted to break Michael Strahan's record because he wanted to say, okay, this is the legitimate record right here. So Michael Strahan got a gift for that last sack of the season, so he wanted to put up a real season stat. So hey, he went out there and did it. He said he was going to do it, and he did it.
Hey, let me ask you this, Free, kind of jumping ahead. Y'all gonna draft the lineman this year? What you think? Because Tonto don't seem like he worked out this year.
Um, I don't know. I mean, we got to see who doesn't resign. We got to wait till free agency is over with. Once free agency is over, and I see everybody that's a part of the roster, then I can tell you what they probably going to be going after. Right now, it looks like we're going to probably extend Debo. Terry already got his contract. Austin Eckler, he's probably going to retire. He had a season, probably a career-ending injury after he
Yeah,
tore his ACL, so he's probably not going to come back. We might look at getting another running back, but I think JCM is going to be a decent running back come next year. He got the rookie season out of the way. I think he's going to be decent. You saw Chris Rodriguez step up a little bit. Um,
yeah,
we might end up getting another receiver like a big receiver or another tight end because right now outside of Zach Ertz, none of the other tight ends really stepped up. So they
yeah,
need a tight end. They need a safety blanket for Jaden Daniels because he can check it down to the running back and maybe to a
yeah.
receiver or something like that. But you need that safety blanket across the middle of the field for a first down. You need that tight end.
Yeah, salute to my brother Job, man, with that two-piece, man. Much love, much appreciation, man. I appreciate you, man. I don't mind
Appreciate it, Josh.
dogs. I hate turf. To me, man,
Yeah, I
when you
hate
don't got
turf.
no dogs, it take the fun out of them. Because I used to love to play Madden in the snow, man. When a lot of you guys probably too young. I used to have Marshall Falk, and I'd be in that snow going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Or Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw. Man, the Giants used to have the best running game on in John Madden, you know. That's what I'm gonna call it, John Madden. Shout
I used to
out
like
to-
the Colts that year with Peyton and Edrin James and Marvin Harrison. That team was good on Madden.
Yeah. Say it again, Free.
Barber was a problem at times too.
Oh, he was yeah, but I'm talking about when they had Brandon Jacobs. There was like a big power back, then they had a Mob Bradshaw like to do all the quick
Speedy
runs.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they did. But they had Tiki Barber too with Brandon Jacobs.
Oh, they did? I can't remember back
Yeah,
then. They did. I didn't know that.
it was right before Brandon Jacobs left the Giants. It was like probably maybe a year or two. They had Tiki
Uh-huh.
Barber with Brandon Jacobs, maybe a year or two.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Brandon Jacobs. You know what's funny? I can't remember. They didn't win the Super Bowl, but that team should have won a Super Bowl. They had Plaxico Burns. No, they
You
did
know
win a Super
what?
Bowl. They won in
They
'07. I'll
won.
take that back. Yeah,
I
they
was
did
yeah,
win.
they won a Super Bowl with Brandon Jacobs. They didn't win one with Jeremy Shockey. When they
Yeah,
had
that's right.
the tight end Jeremy Shockey,
Yeah.
he left. That's when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All that time they had Jeremy Shockey, they never won a Super Bowl. As soon as he left, they end up winning the Super Bowl.
I used to like Jamie Shockey, man. I remember when he was at
Yeah,
Miami,
he
man.
was
He
like
was special.
he
Two
was
was
a
my brother,
problem for
Blue
my
Hustle,
squad.
man.
He was a problem.
uh,
That him, Amani Toomer, and Plexico Bird. That was a problem. That
yeah,
was a
Plexico,
problem.
man. He was a nice big receiver. You know, I used to like a lot, man. And I'm probably only saying this because my uncle played on that team. I used to love as a kid to watch the Dirty Bird Falcons. I remember, rest in peace, may God be pleased with it. My uncle William, man, was playing in the Super Bowl versus John Elway in there. He said they couldn't stop TD, man. They couldn't do nothing with that nigga. The real
He said,
David just had his
I'm
way
going
with
with
us.
Buffalo now. I don't think
I
Buffalo
don't believe
gonna
in
win.
Buffalo. Nah.
I think for some strange reason, I think it's gonna come down to Denver and it's gonna come down to New England. It's gonna be between those two things. And I gotta admit, because I went back and watched a couple of the games. Don't sleep on Jacksonville either. Jacksonville is playing lights out, especially today. They look like a
Yeah,
team on a mission right now.
yeah.
Yeah, I can easily see a Buffalo New England AFC championship. I would not be surprised.
I hope Drake May win MVP. I hope that.
He
That
probably
brother,
will. He probably will. Especially, I don't think Matt Stafford had a big game today.
no, he had
Stafford
four
been balling.
touchdowns. Yeah, he
He
had
been
four
balling all
touchdowns.
year though, man. I
No
don't know.
interceptions. He got 40. I'll take that, man. He got like 46 touchdowns. He probably will win it.
No,
And the
but
thing,
the thing is, Matt
Let me
Stafford
see
had a
his
couple
stats,
of bad
BBL.
games, and Drake May been playing good. And the last two games, last week and the week before, Matthew Stafford had bad games, and Drake May had great games. He had great
yeah,
games those last 2 weeks. So that's probably what put him over the hump because they was neck and neck who was going to get MVP. And those last 2 weeks, up until this week, Drake May had 2 great weeks, and Matthew Stafford had 2 bad weeks.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if the four touchdowns will help him, but that dude, Puka Nakua,
42-8, boy. That's crazy.
yeah, Puka Nakua, that's a nice player, man. I don't know where they found that nigga, what roadside place they found him.
Yeah,
He
he
can
can
play,
ball.
bro.
He can ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did his thing, man. But I'll say this though. To me, my Super Bowl win, if Josh Allen don't get it now, he'll never get it. I'm gonna let y'all
I
know
don't
that right
think
now.
I mean what has he done? I mean, he played good, but I mean, Josh Allen is all they always glazing him all crazy, man.
They missed their opportunity, man. When they had Tay Diggs, they should have won it then. They never gonna win it now. People think I'm lying, but
Josh
they never
Allen is
gonna win it.
25-10 for the season. Stafford is 41 or 42-8. That's crazy.
Now we're looking at we saying
what is Drake May?
Drake May.
Oh, Drake May. My bad.
Yeah, yeah, you got to go off the drugs.
Drake May. I was reading. I wasn't. Drake
Hey, what
May.
Morgan say? They shooting it between their toes, man. You got to watch it.
That's crazy. I'm a whole family, man. I ain't. Hold on.
Hey, I'll mess with you, man.
I
But
know. I ain't no sensitive
I
nigga.
think Puka Nakua, to be honest with you, is a game changer. And they getting what's that black dude with the dreads? Dang, I just forgot his
Oh,
name.
you talking about D Hop? I mean not D Hop.
Damn.
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams, yeah, they gonna get Adams back, and they got Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua is the #1 receiver. And to tell you the truth,
I see Paz looking at Drake May's numbers. He said, "Dang."
yeah, Drake May playing his ass off, bro.
30 and I think he's 30-8. That ain't bad either, man.
Man, and you got to remember, now I used to be a Patriots fan growing up because of Willie McGinnis. Hey, dude, that's a team that won 4 games last year. You already got coach of the year.
And another thing that you got to remember too, Paz. This is
6
Drake
rushing
May's
touchdown. Hold on, let me go there.
This is his
Yeah, he
second
balling,
year.
man.
This is his second year. He came out with
I
Jaden
know
Daniels.
he used to play for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, he came out with Jaden Daniels. This is second year.
31 touchdowns, 450 rushing yards. What's his picks?
Yeah. 8.
Eight.
8 picks. Yeah.
Yeah. 30. I
I
mean,
mean,
them 6 rushing. What is it? 6 rushing touchdowns?
yep.
That's gonna be tough.
I mean,
4,000 plus yards.
you gotta give it to Drake May unless you being a pickle puller, man. I could see because Matt Stafford at that age got 46 touchdowns, but
Nah,
hey,
but
bro,
it says 31 touchdowns from passing and rushing. Stafford got 40.
But you gotta look at the squad that Drake May got, and then
Yeah,
look at the
14
squad
and
that
3.
Matt Stafford got.
14
Look
and
at the
3 is
squad that
tough.
Drake May got. Drake May is playing with mediocre wide receivers. Matt
at
Stafford is
best,
playing with top
elite,
notch
2
wide
number
receivers.
ones, 2 number ones at that.
I mean,
Huh?
Stephon Diggs is pretty solid.
Man, Stephon Diggs ain't what he
He's
used to be. Man,
solid,
get
but
off the
he ain't
Stephon
camera.
Diggs had a pretty damn good season, BBO.
solid.
Man, look at the stats,
He's
man. He had like
solid,
what,
but he
700
ain't.
yards?
Yeah,
He ain't what he used to
he's
be.
not the Stephon Diggs that he was when he was with Minnesota, and then he went to Buffalo. He's not that same Stephon Diggs. He's not
He
that
not the
same guy.
same Stephon Diggs from the Vikings. I mean, he's done. He had a good
Yeah,
run,
he's
you
not.
know.
Yeah, he's not the same Stephon Diggs. So I mean, he's solid, but he's not. If he goes to somebody else's team right now, he's probably a number 2. If he comes to Washington, he's a number 2. He's not going to be number 1 over Terry McLaurin. He go to Dallas.
What a mess!
He go to Philly. He go to Philly. He's going to be number 2 or number 3. He's not AJ Brown. And if they still got Devontae Smith, he's probably not going to get passes over Devontae Smith. If he goes over to the Rams, he's going to be the number 3. Like, as I'm saying, most teams he goes to, he's going to be the number 2. He goes back to Minnesota, he's going to be the number 2.
Well,
He's
everybody be number
solid,
2
but
to
he's
Jetta
not a.
though. Everybody be number 2 to Jetta though, free.
Well,
But I'm just
Stephon
saying,
Diggs had a 1,000-yard season this year.
I didn't say he was trash. Probably I just said he's not what he used to be.
yeah, he's
I
not.
mean,
How many
Trash.
catches?
1,000
He had
yards,
70. Well, he had
He's
70
solid.
catches.
85, tied for top 10, and he's 16th in yards. But he only had 4 tutties, but
But I'll say this: that's
I'm
pretty
saying he's
damn
solid.
good with Drake May. That's pretty damn good.
that sounds
I
like
gotta give
number
him a,
one. That sounds like a number 1 receiver to me.
the numbers
No,
definitely
no,
say
it's
that. I'm
not.
just saying from watching him on film, he kind of felt like he got a piano on his back.
No.
But that's just me
Who
nitpicking.
you know who was getting all the touchdowns for New England? The
Tight
other
ends.
wide
And
receiver.
tight end.
The other wide receiver.
Man, Stephon Diggs got 11,000 for his career, almost 12,000 yards. All right,
Yeah, he up there
74.
with Chad Johnson.
Yeah, 74 touchdowns. Yeah,
Yeah, he got to get 1,000 catches and got to get at least 15,000 yards. He might got a shot for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is Hall of Fame number now, and 939 reception yards, 11,000.
Because what's name got that. Chad Johnson got that. He not no Hall of Fame.
Because he did have antics and he was different.
No, he did nothing off the field, bro.
That's
Just ain't
true.
good enough. It ain't good enough. You got to have at least 1,000 catches, or you got to really contribute to winning, like Michael Irvin did. Mike Irvin wasn't the best, but he contributed to 3 Super Bowls. You know, so that's kind of how I go. But yeah, man, my Browns, man, we coming for y'all, man. We coming for y'all head, man. So y'all
For the
make sure
number
y'all watch
7th
out for
pick.
Shador.
That's all y'all coming for.
Hey, I'll
Number
say this,
7th
man.
draft pick.
Hey, shout out to my man Puerto Rican Free. Shout out to my right hand man Prize, man.
Yeah.
We be back tomorrow, man, at 8:30. Make sure y'all tune in. Appreciate everybody showing love, man. Much
Yeah.
love. Appreciate
Thanks for all the
y'all
super
do.
chats.
Thank you guys. Hey, we didn't quite hit our goal, but let's hit it tomorrow, man. We out here, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Mm.